You men worry too much, honestly. Um, my my drag person, yes, as I said earlier, my drag personnel is extremely different to me as Michael. Yeah, I've already covered that. Oh, the next question is about YouTube, actually. Rebuilding your YouTube channel, how is that going? How did being cancelled affect you? I've given up with YouTube. Look, I had 200 subscribers and I have 14, and it took me 2 years to get them 200 subscribers, and I was working at it like literally all day, every day. YouTube, YouTube is not easy. It's really not. People think it's a piece of piss. It's not. It's a fucking nightmare of a job, and to be honest, I am fucking no. I'm sick of it. Um, the next lot of questions are about oh, they're about creepypasta actually. You started as a narrator in 2016. Creepypasta's dead and been forgotten. No, creepypasta is not dead. It will not be forgotten. It's gotten smaller, especially since the Slenderman stabbings. Them two fucking idiots. But no, creepypasta will never die. Internet horror stories will always be here. And who is the scariest person to listen to? The Dark Somnium, without a doubt. I shit my pants listening to the Dark Somnium. That's spelt TheDarkSonium. The Dark Somnium. The guy is fantastic. He doesn't know who I am, but he's amazing. What is happening with the Princess Chainsaw movie? Nothing. Nothing basically. I've got no money. I can't afford a camera. I can't afford to hire actors. I can't afford to get a location. I've got no experience. Nobody on Facebook wants to help me. The movie is not happening. Before social media, you worked in women's fashion. Don't be offended, but I see you as Mr. Humphries. Oh, that's brilliant, and also fuck you. What is the next biggest thing for you? Hopefully some dick. Seriously, I have no idea. Oh, the next questions are about H.P. Stevenson. Why did you pick Lovecraft? Well, Lovecraft one is a massive inspiration on horror and science fiction in general, on everything from fucking Doctor Who to the Kraken to pretty much everything, fucking, to be honest. And Lovecraft, just the way he writes, I mean, it's not about gore or sudden shock or any of that shit. It's about the tension and the build-up and the suspense. I mean, you know something is going to happen. It's waiting for it to happen. That is missing in a lot of horror today. I mean, yeah, it's all about the atmosphere and the background and the slow build-up, which kind of like Alfred Hitchcock, you know, it's about that tension. That tension is often better than the scare and the violence itself, which horror nowadays just doesn't seem to understand. I mean, yeah, and cosmic horror in general is just it's it's fucking amazing. I mean, if Lovecraft were around today, well, he wouldn't be around today. He'd be cancelled because of the whole racism shit. And yeah, he was a he was a bad person, but he was literally a genius. He influenced everything, all the way to Stephen King to R.L. Stein, and yeah. But yeah, if Lovecraft was still making movies, if he did if he did tone down the racism and apologise and shit, I don't think his movie would be classed as horror. I think they'd be classed as like sci-fi, perhaps thriller. Yeah, I don't think it'd be classed as horror. And oh, I got a question about R.L. Stein. Yes, I'm a massive R.L. Stein fan. I grew up on that. I grew up watching Goosebumps and reading the books and all that, and that's partially what got me to seek out more horror. Um, yeah, Lovecraft's political views is the next question. Yeah, Lovecraft was an arsehole, you know, but the man was a genius, and it's because of him we have things like Event Horizon, Dead Space, Jurassic Park, Pirates of the Caribbean. The Finn, yeah. I could list a million. I could list a million fucking different things that we have because of H.P. Lovecraft. I mean, yeah, his political opinions were fucking disgusting. They really were. They were awful. But you know, not everyone was perfect. I mean, Edgar Allan Poe married his niece. You know. The next question is about indie horror films and mainstream horror films. It says, I take it by the way you slagged off Halloween and mainstream Hollywood. You're not a fan of mainstream Hollywood movies. No, I'm not. I mean, I haven't seen the new Halloween, and to be honest, I don't really want to. I saw the last two, and my god, they were fucking awful. I mean, Hollywood don't know what they're doing. I mean, we're on, what, Halloween Part 27? We're on, like, the fucking 18th remake of the Amityville of Horror. No, fuck off. I mean, to create H.P. Lovecraft himself, horror should be original, and the use of common myths and legends is a weakening influence. Next question, do you have a girlfriend? No. Do you have a boyfriend? No. Oh, this is good. In your Lovecraft story, why did you choose to end it by becoming a mermaid? Well, today with all the trans stuff that is happening, and I'm on a list. I'm on a trans list. I've been on this fucking list for ages. But there's an organisation here in the UK which supports transgender youth, and it's called Mermaids. And that is why I chose to end the season that way, because I thought it was fitting. And then the next question is about mermaids, and it says, aren't mermaids friendly like fairies? God, fairies are not friendly. I'm half Irish. Yeah, fairies are not friendly. Fairies will fuck you up, and mermaids are not friendly. It's not like fucking Disney. If you follow the old Norse myths, mermaids will take you out to sea. They'll fucking eat you, drown you, and fuck you up in 50 different ways. Mermaids are not friendly. The next question is about my religious beliefs. Let's go into that quickly. Cosmicism comes from H.P. Lovecraft, and it's basically the belief that there is no God, there is no devil. We don't matter, and basically everything is chaos. Like the true nature of life, the galaxy, the universe, even the animals themselves. Like the true nature of everything is just fucking chaos. And in the large scale of things, we are insignificant. We do not matter. We are a tiny little fucking speck, and we think we're the shit when in reality we are nothing. We really aren't. What's the next question? The next question is more about creepypasta. The fandom, the fandom, I would say, the fandom is going to grow again eventually once people forget about that awful Slender Man movie, which was fucking pure dog shit, and once people forget about them two fucking girls who did the murder. I heard they're out of prison, and I am disgusted. I seriously hope they rot forever. They shouldn't have been let out, quite frankly, but yeah, I think the fandom is eventually going to emerge and grow bigger once we get new authors and new youngsters coming into the scene eventually. The next question is my favourite creepypasta. It's actually Smile Dog or Smile JPEG, whatever you want to call it. That scared the shit out of me, and to be honest, that picture still does. That picture freaks me the fuck out, and yeah, it's based on the original chain letters you used to get back in the 90s. Those things were brilliant at the time. When you look at them now, it's like cheesy as fuck. But yeah, who is your favourite creepypasta reader? No contest. Mr. Creeps. Mr. Creeps is fucking amazing. And the next question is, what's the deal with you and Madame Macabre? Oh, I can't lie. I would eat peanut butter out of her arsehole. Alright, moving on. In your stories, what is your favourite kill? It's probably the Rumpelstiltskin one where the girl is given fellatio and Rumpelstiltskin pulls her head off. Rumpelstiltskin is just some kinky shit, I must say. No, you'd need a wheelchair with Rumpelstiltskin, you really would. He's into He's into some crazy shit. What is your favourite Edgar Allan Poe story? The Telltale Heart, no question. And your favourite Poe movie? Again, The Telltale Heart. What is your favourite Goosebumps episode? Anything with Slappy the Doll. Slappy the Doll is scary as fuck. Inspiration behind Amy the Doll. I went into that earlier. And I also collect dolls and teddies and stuff like that. So that pretty much covers more into it as well. Oh, there's a question here about Crystal Grub. Your story takes a turn for the more sentimental and nurturing when Crystal Grub takes Amy the Doll home briefly. What was behind that? Well, Crystal Grub, if you don't know her, she's a wonderful mum, and yeah, I just thought she was perfect for the role basically, and yeah, that explains that. Is Princess Trans a story about being trans or changing who you are because you hate yourself? It's a little bit of both, to be honest. Yeah. What advice would you give to someone in an abusive relationship like Princess Chainsaw? Get the fuck out, seriously. When was your first gay experience? I was 16. And when was your first time with a woman? I was 30. How did you discover you like drag? Well, I was 15 and I went to a club and I dressed as Dolly Parton. Other than Harley Quinn, are there more Batman references in your stories? Yep. The asylum we go to is called Arkham because in H.P. Lovecraft there's a place called Arkham. If you were to introduce a new person to Creepypasta, who would you recommend they listen to? Cryptid's Roost, Creepy Face, Midnight Chills, Dead Man Talking's Forest of Fear, Vidlilith22, Mr. Davis, Chilling Tales for Dark Nights, Dr. Creepin, Creeps McPasta, Creepy Ghost Stories, Nature's Temper, Lighthouse of Horror, Mr. Creeps, and The Dark Somnium. And this question is, who would win in a fight between the Creepypasta characters and the horror characters? Creepypasta would slaughter the horror characters. I mean, characters like Jason, Michael Myers, Freddy, and all that. A lot of them are demons. They can be hurt and they can be killed. Where Creepypasta characters like Nurse Anne can't be killed. Slender Man, if you read the original canon, he is omnipotent, however you say that word. He's literally a demigod. I mean, he could take out Jason and Michael Myers without breaking a sweat on his own. That's without the other characters backing him up. And then, of course, you've got characters like Tiki Toby, who he can't be hurt. I mean, he physically can't feel pain. Yeah, Michael Myers could stab him and smash him in, but he wouldn't feel it. And yeah, in one of your stories, you kill an immortal. How is it possible to kill an immortal? I know the story you're talking about. That's the story with Kajikayo, where we break into the SCP. Kajikayo is basically a demon, yeah, and the immortal being he kills is Eyeless Jack, who was an originally imaginary friend. An imaginary friend is a type of angel. Demons can kill angels. The only thing demons can't kill is like higher beings, so things like Cthulhu, Zalgo, the Slender Man, things like that. That is how the character was able to die. So yeah, that's the end of this, and this was fucking long, and I cut a lot out. This is 23 minutes long. Wow. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, well, fuck off.